So right now, I'm going to take you all through the town of Telchac, Puerto. It's a small town, so it's nothing big. Here we are at the marina, so they have their own marina out here. A lot of fishermen boats out here and whatnot. They got a little gas station over here on the right. So need some gas, fill up, and be on the road. And so it's not a big giant marina. You don't see a lot of fancy boats out here. Just real simple and easy going. So we're gonna go through the town. It's a small town, it's nothing big. I'm gonna show you some houses as we go through, just some of the houses that's right on the water and whatnot, just so you get an idea of the town. All right, so we're back on the principal road. And as you can see, there are developments going up. There's a lot of building going on here. Like I say, this area is about to grow. I just saw a sign talking about a penthouse for 11 million pesos, which is about $565,000 around about. This is one of the buildings Ruth and I featured, one of the penthouses and just some of the regular, and they have some villas here. We got a video of that as well on the website. So from this point, we're probably about a 1 minute drive or 2 minute drive from the center of Telchac, Puerto. So we're about Puerto. So we're about to pull up in just a moment. I think you're gonna see a sign. There's a big development here that they're building called the Riviera. Look like that's going to be, there's nothing there yet, just they paved out the streets, but you're about to see the sign here. There's Telchac, Puerto. That's where we headed to. And like you say, it's a small little quaint town. It's nothing fancy, but let me point this camera over here where you can see some of these homes over here. Some of these are like beach clubs, hotels, Airbnbs, and some are private residential homes as well. Like some projects have started more and more. Choco Pool. I just turned around because I saw a little sign talking about this little beach club. I just want to ride down here, see what's up. I think you know what, we came down here before. It wasn't ready. They were building it, but let's go drive down here. I like these sandy roads. This is when you come off of the main road, you'll see these. But yeah, but that was the beach club they were building on. It wasn't ready at the time. That's a little restaurant right there. So you got a lot of restaurants along the way where you can get some good fresh seafood, hamburgers, some shrimp and pescado frito. There's another restaurant across the street, Los Cocos. So it looked like they got plenty of options out here. I mean, they really do. So we're about to enter into the town, and I wanted to check this out last night, but we was too exhausted. Been drinking a little bit much. Look, got a lot of lights right there. I mean, I bet that thing pretty at nighttime, ain't that? Look at that. So might come out here tonight. If we do, I'll get some footage. But like I say, just a real simple, small, quaint beach town. Is nowhere near the size of Progreso, which makes this attractive. And you got everything out here. Here's a construction material supply shop, a spot for towels. And look at that, them trees, man. Just a real beautiful setup here. Here's a laundromat. Doing some more building right here. And it's a small town. I'm just gonna stay on this side of it because it goes further down. And there's literally maybe 4 or 5 or 6 other beach towns just further down the road. You keep going down this strip and you'll continue to run into other beach towns. Here's a construction supply store. A little La Tienda here. Little apartments here. And that's about right now off of this road. We're 2 blocks from the beach. We can run right into it on my left, 2 blocks. You walk to the beach from this main strip. I'm gonna show you here's some more La Tiendas, and it gets a little more modern a little bit down the street. Jehovah's Witnesses out here in Telchac. They got those facilities all throughout Merida. Very large Jehovah's Witness population. The pescado frito person out here selling some fish. And on my left, you can see some more development going up. This is a hotel, but you can see this up here coming up. Let's go down here. And like I say, about 2 blocks and you're at the sea. You can see the water. And we haven't made it to the center of Telchac yet. They have their own centro. Let you see here. I don't know if you can see the water from here, but it's showing in the camera. Let me turn this car around so I can show y'all this development they got going on here. Look like it's gonna be really nice when it's all said and done. They got a mural on the wall. Let me drive a little closer to the beach. Well, to the water, just to see what else is over there. Very windy today. I can see the waves in the water. Barracuda. See some nice homes out here, probably. And that's the water right there. And as you can see, there's some more development going on right here in front of us in the center of the screen. And they are right on the water. Everything on my left is, you walk out the back door and you're at the water. I see a few rentals on my right side. And again, there's the water. I'm gonna get back on the main road so that y'all can see. Let me see if I get the name of this property first. Yeah, all the guys on the motorcycle, they here to work. It says 4 furnished. No, that's something else. They don't got a name on the front. But these 4 apartments are for rent. On this older building. All right, we're back on the main strip. So I wanted to come back here so you can see the town. It's a small town. There's a little sweets shop. Sell a bunch of sweets and more supply construction shops out here. Bulk So you see those everywhere, of course, almost like on every corner. More development going on. And see that town, Playa Patuchka. That's another beach town, say 5 kilometers away. Like I say, you just keep down this strip, you're gonna pass through multiple other small, quaint, tiny beach towns. Did you get some watermelon? I don't know if they got how much they got. She's about to run in there and get some watermelon. Here come old Kimmy coming through with some watermelon. Another beach town, Playa de Coco. It's like a beach town full of coconuts. And you go on the beach, just the whole beach is coconut trees and coconuts. It's wild. Yeah, every beach town is kind of different. You got your pharmacy over here, you got Willie's over here. Every little beach town is a little different. I guess this is the main bus stop. I haven't been down here. This is the main strip, the center. I'm gonna go down here because I haven't been down here. We'll see together what's down here, if anything. Then I'll take you to the main center. That grilled chicken, look at that grilled chicken. That chicken look right. Look at that, he flipping that big boy over. So, it's a small town. Nothing big. You got a couple of new houses in between. Look like might be something down here. Let's go check it out. Alright, look at how pretty this is. Look a little more nicer on this side. You got some homes down on the strip, which also leading to the water, about 3 blocks to the water. Look at that, fried fish, they got fish. Oof, that's gonna be some good eating. There's another little restaurant here. Real pretty. So this is what happens when you get out here and explore. This is why I encourage y'all to rent a car and just jump in the car and go to these little towns and go up and down the streets. You ain't gonna get lost with your GPS. Like they got some new bills here. Yeah, so this side is a little nicer, it seems. Well, more, I wouldn't say nicer, just a little more newer, some newer aspects to it. Another little fish restaurant here. Quite a few restaurants on this side. Another one here. And remember, the beach on my left is just, if I turn left on the street, about 2 to 3 blocks away from the beach. Quite a few more restaurants here. That hurt turning that. Ooh, felt that one when I turned this wheel. Got another store here. The Coca-Cola truck. So the Coca-Cola truck, they'll bring your water, your 5-gallon waters, bring you all Coke drink products. So they'll deliver to your house. You don't have to go get it. They'll bring it to you. And I'm not gonna go too far down because all of this is gonna do is turn into another beach town. And maybe I'll get out there further down. Cause there's Santa Clara, which is another beach town. Playa de Coco. Look like this is a school. Kids getting out of school right here. All them grown kids, they riding motorcycles. Man,
Yeah.
kids look like they 12.
Yeah, they're like middle school.
Riding motorcycles to school at 12, 13 years old.
That's crazy. That would not happen in the
Agua
United States.
Marina. Let's go here. Down here, let's just go down this road. See the sign that says Agua Marina. I'm gonna see if I can ride parallel going back in the opposite direction. I still want to take you out to the center of the town so you can see it, because they have the pier down there. They have a little everything. So let's take the scenic route. Look at them homes. Look at that. So let's go. And that's the beach right there, one block. They walk from these houses, they walk right onto the water. I think I can turn around. You think that road go down?
I think it does. I could be wrong, but we didn't look. I'm trying. Yep, it's close. It's dead end.
Alright, it's a dead end street. This house is for sale. I'm gonna contact them, see what the prices are. Okay, so I went one street up, and we're gonna try and see how far down parallel we can ride this. Cause I want y'all to see. These look like apartments. And you can see some homes over here on the right. And on this street here, we're about 2 blocks. You walk out your door, 2 blocks, a block and a half, 2 blocks, and you're on in the water. That's the whole house there. Look like they got some new developments going up right over here, and which is again right there on the water. They putting there's a restaurant pointing to my left. Okay. So I read, well, not read, but somebody was telling me the reason why they had these sand roads is because, one, when it rains or the water, the sand, it's better able to absorb the water versus putting down asphalt. And plus, they try to limit how much asphalt they put down on the ground when it's close to the ocean, so that they don't contaminate the water and under the ground as well. So that was one of the reasons why you see these sandy roads. Now you have to drive up a couple of blocks to the left and you'll get back on the main road with asphalt, but all the homes would generally be in areas where the roads are sandy.
That makes sense.
And so I don't think, are we near, there's some restaurants here. And when you drive, you gotta be careful. You gotta pay attention to these one-way signs where it says you can't continue down straight on this road. Gotta turn left. But quite a few restaurants out here. You can turn this wheel for me, darling. All right, now I think that should be good. I still can't do too much Dry. Let's start. Thank you. You know, it corrects itself on the way back down. So see, there's no right turn. You gotta pay attention to them things. Sometimes they just pop up, and sometimes they just don't have them. So I think that's the main street. So I'm gonna go up and then turn down, and we'll get on the main road to the center of Telchac. Oh, now the dog wanna run out in the street and bark. After I done passed by, he was just standing there looking all friendly, wagging his tail like he wanted to say hello. And then when I passed, he wanted to come attack the car. You see the sign there, Progresso's about 30 minutes from here. Town of Motul is about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And so I'm gonna turn on to the principal street here. Gotta take us into the center of Telchac. And then I'll go up the back way. So they got a park. They got a bunch of little shops, little restaurants. I'm gonna pull up and walk to the pier just so y'all can get a better look. It might be a little windy when I do that. I don't have my mic, I'm using my phone right now. All right, so I'm sorry if it's extra windy. I'm gonna try and keep this short, but quite a few restaurants, and this is the pier. Now, it's today's Thursday, and you'll generally see a lot more vendors out here on the weekend and on holidays when there's tourists here. And but here you got the Telchac sign. You got all of that. Hopefully the wind ain't disturbing you. All right, so from here, like I say, you at the beach, and there's a couple of people out here already, and so it's really windy, so I'm gonna shut it down and get back in the car. Quite a few folks out here, plenty of beach space, and we're about to go further down. There's another fancy restaurant there, beach club over there as well. So this, y'all remember that land that I bought, that lots? I bought a couple of lots here in San Eduardo. Well, part of the membership includes a free beach club access, and that's the beach club we just passed by. You don't have to pay. And this is a restaurant right here as well. You get some discounts off your meals as the owner of those lots. Beautiful beach club. I'll post a link in the description for more information about that if you're interested. But it's here in Telchac, Puerto, and so it looks like building something else over here too. There's like there's a lot of development going on out here. I'm gonna ride up parallel in the opposite direction, going back to our Airbnb, and I'll keep it running just so y'all can see what I see for as long as I can. But like I say, it's a small little town, and the benefit of this is there's quite a few other beach towns further up the street, and not even far. I'm talking 5 minutes, you're in another beach town. 10 minutes past that, you're in another beach town. 10 minutes after that, you're in another beach town. There's quite a few little beach towns that you will have access to or go past. I think I came down. Yeah, we already saw that. So, all right, so I already showed y'all this side. So heading back, got questions, reach out to me, book a consult, let's talk, let's strategize your escape abroad. And I'm about to go hop in the water, play with the kids in the ocean.